on a big one, a really big one, Riley. G'day everyone, it's Rob the Axeman here. It's been a while since I've made a video. The last one was up in Yielding, probably over a month ago, so had a bit going on and haven't been able to get out on the water, but today I've come out from Tooradin and just having a little quick session, maybe 3 or 4 hours, looking for some whiting. That's probably about it. And down here on the Tooradin channel, it's looking alright, so let's get some rods in the water and see how we go. About 5.5 metres of water. It's coming up to high tide. Might be far away. Just getting a little nibble already. Just throwing some of the Master Pro whiting nuggets out. Just basically fishing for whiting today. Solo trip. This is maybe our first whiting for the morning. Just on a little bit of squid, this one. So the pippies haven't defrosted yet. He looks alright. Get in there. He's woofed that down. Nice start to the morning. Not a bad looking fish. Just measure him up. He's a good 32 centimetres. Nice start for the morning. A little touch on this one here. Try the tea bag technique. Can sometimes bring them onto the bite. Oh, we got a little touch of it. Let's put that down for a sec. Feels like another whiting, hopefully. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, tail hooked him. Little whiting. A little tiny fella. Caught him in the arse. You're lucky, aren't you? Over there he can go. So there's some fish here. I said it's coming up to slack tide soon. Won't be long before slack tide. And go get quiet probably, and then we'll wait for the run out tide and fish for that hour or so after that, and hopefully they come on a bit more. So pretty much right on the edge of the channel here, 5 metres of water. It's nearly high tide. So, might be a small whiting if anything. Yes, a very small whiting. There you go, little fella. Been down for a while and you haven't had a nibble. When there's a few nibbles going on, you've probably missed it. It's well worth checking your baits a fair bit, especially if you're using the pippies. They're pretty soft and they go missing. Doesn't take much. So it's that little bait tackle direct whiting snatcher, little circle hook. It's been doing very well out here lately. Whiting, maybe a little bit better. Doesn't feel huge though. It's only a small one. Seems to be a lot of small ones around today, unfortunately. But you can only catch what's there. I'm not going to measure that one, you can go back. I've noticed sometimes when I go to bigger baits that sometimes I can catch bigger fish, so I'll try and double up and put a couple of pippies on. So I caught about 4 this morning, just the last half an hour or so, and only one decent one stayed in the pot. It's now slack tide, so I've thrown down the burley pot in anticipation for the run out tide to start. So it's probably going to be about another 20 minutes, half an hour until it starts to run out, and hopefully the fish will come on there. Let's see how we go. On this one, oh, there we go. Moved it and it took it. Oh gosh, have a look at the size of this thing. Tiny, tiny whiting. Tiny whiting. Oh, slack tide though, so take anything at the moment. Pretty little fish. Got a larger rod out there with a snelled hook with a big piece of squid head on it and guts. There might be a gummy around hopefully, or snapper still around. You never know. That's why you always throw out a big rod when you're whiting fishing. Slim pickings in there at the moment, just the one. Caught 5 fish, but most of them are undersized. Let's hope this run out tide brings them on some bigger fish. Missed it, I think. Oh no, come on. A little whiting. A little one. Only the only one decent sized fish today. The rest have been around size or just under. Pretty fish. Go back. little bit better. Oh, I've got a pike, snook, whatever you want to call them. Make good gummy baits. Got lots of teeth too, so you've got to be careful of that. But yeah, interesting little fish. Catch them a lot when you're using lures, trawling lures, but yeah, you might cut that into little chunks. Awesome gummy bait. So he'll go in the pot. Slimy. That's the burley pot working, and a bit of pilchards as well. You track those type of fish. Just had a big bite on that rod and missed it because I sat down for a split second. Couple of nibbles on this rod. Still slack tide. When I done my bait on that one, that was a big bite. It's definitely a good size whiting. Buckled right over. Check it out, I think. Had a big bait on it, so. Yep. Come on! Definitely the bigger baits do attract the bigger fish. So, these pepperies are a bit smaller than usual, they're the fish candy ones, so I'm going to put 2 on. Just been burleying up with a few of the pilchards as well, as I like to do that when it's whiting, and occasionally I'll stick a little fillet of peppy on a rod or a hook and catch a few whiting with that as well. One of my friends, Richie, he swears by fishing with pilchards for whiting. That's all he does. That's alright too. Starting to see a little bit of movement in the weed, starting to run out. So I might be starting to get a bit of run out tide happening. Pretty quiet out here, not many boats. There's probably about 5 at the boat ramp at Tooradin. It's midweek, it's a Tuesday. Weather's okay, it's not going to be warm, it's only about 19, it's pretty overcast. It is the last day of summer, you wouldn't believe it, but it hasn't been a really hot summer this year. But quite often we can get some hot days in March, so it might not be over yet. Going a big bait, 3 pippies. So you entice one of these 40 centimetre plus whiting out. That one just went off. Don't know if it's a whiting. Buckled over. Oh. If it is, it's a good one. It feels more like a salmon or something. Oh no, it's a good whiting. It's a really good whiting. Get in here. Oh my God! Woohoo! Now that is a thumper. That's what I was just saying, that I wanted to entice out was a 40 centimetre plus whiting. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. That is an absolute belter. That's the fish. It's so fat. It's not real long, but it's really fat. Jeez, that is one of the best whiting that I've ever caught, seriously. And we're looking at about 44 centimeters, but fat. Look how fat it is. Look at that underneath. Now that's a beauty. Off. I don't know if it's a whiting. If it is, it's a good one. Feels more like a salmon or something. No, it's a good whiting. It's a really good whiting. Get in here. Oh, my God. Woohoo! Now that is a thumper. That's what I was just saying that I wanted to entice out with a 40 centimeter plus whiting. And there you go. That's what I'm looking for. That is an absolute belter. That's the fish. It's so fat. Like, it's not real long, but it's really fat. Jeez, that is one of the best whiting that I've ever caught, seriously. And we're looking at about 44 centimeters, but fat. Look how fat it is. Look at that underneath. Now that's a beauty. Hopefully a nice whiting. Yeah, he's a keeper. Nice fat fish again. Not as big as the last, but still very fat, very healthy fish. Nice. 35. So I'm getting some better fish in now. That tide's changed. Just got to keep the rods in the water. You got something on this? Maybe a flatty or something. What do we got? Yeah, flathead. A nice flathead. Have a look at that. Oh, he's a ripper. That's a beauty. That was on my snapper rod over there. We'll just put that down. So we'll get the nibble on this whiting right here. He's a very nice flathead. Definitely size, and he'll be coming home, so I'm going to dispatch him. I know he's oversized. Oh yeah, it's a very nice flathead. What are you looking at there? 40 centimeters. Nice fish, good eating size. And this feels like a nice whiting. Yeah, nice fat fish. Not huge, but let's see if his size. .30 centimeters, that's close enough. Yeah. Another whiting, only a smaller one this one. You can go back and nibble on that other rod as well. Some fish. We got here another whiting, nice one, nice fat one. Nice fat one. Big fat fish today. 31 centimetres. Nice fish. And a little bit in the bucket now, some nice ones. This one just buckled over, hopefully in a whiting. Here's got one. Blue whiting. Nice one. Size. Looks like a good one. Another nice whiting. Oh, he's in. Good one. Yeah, 33. Beauty. Alright, so I've only got about 15-20 minutes left before I've got to head in. I want to get in before low tide. It's been a bit horrendous lately. I actually came down twice, an hour and a half before the low tide, thinking that I'd be able to get in the water, and high and dry at the boat ramp, had to turn around and go home. I've done it twice. So now I know that I'll need at least a couple of hours before a change of tide to get in. So yeah, I've got to head in about 15 minutes. So we've come to this spot, got a couple of nice whiting, and we've probably got, I don't know, maybe 8 in the bucket, I suppose, whiting, and the one good flatty, and the snook as well. So we've got a good feed. It's been a nice few hours out on the water. Enjoyable finally to get out and have a fish, and a bit of peace is nice. So we'll see how we go in this last 15 minutes, see if we can find something else. More whiting would be good. A few boats out today. Oh, that's a bite. Yeah, on. Think on. Yeah, he feels like whiting. That's a good whiting. Oh, I just lost it right at the edge of the boat there. I saw it. Gone. Really didn't set that hook properly. Hopefully they're still around. Alright, so that's it for today. Nice little session. You can see what we got: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 whiting, one absolute belter, huge big fat fish, good dark dusky flatty, and a snook there as well. So nice little morning session for a couple of hours out on Western Port. So until next time, stay safe on the water.